traumatized simply by living within a mile or 2 miles of this. You'll remember speaking to people who feared the impact of opening their curtains to see the tower where their own family members had died. That's part of the rehousing process. I'm not going to get cross with people who've been successfully persuaded to feel anything other than empathy and warmth towards the families affected. I'm just going to calmly explain to you why I think that you're wrong, and the reasons why the housing has become a much more slow-moving process than everybody would like it to have been. A manifest. You wouldn't want to move into a home that reminded you of the night that your last home burned to a cinder. You wouldn't want to be relocated to an area where you didn't know anybody, or your children would no longer be able to walk to school. You wouldn't want to be put in a place that had unpleasant echoes or a distinct inferiority to the place that you had left behind. I'm going to take this on my watch and continue for as long as anybody has to speak for the people who lost their homes that night, and to explain, because they don't get an opportunity to do so, to explain to people, perhaps being misled, being lied to by the usual disseminators of division and hatred, why the story is always more complicated than a tabloid headline would allow. And the best way perhaps to do that in the first instance is just to ask you how much effort you put into finding the place where you live now. Did you just close your eyes, put your hand in a hat, pull out a key, and then call it home for the next 30 years? Or did you actually expend quite a lot of emotional energy, quite a lot of intellectual energy, quite a lot of thought and contemplation on what was best suited to you and your family's needs? Because if you did the latter, that's all that these people are asking for the right to do. And if you're, again, persuaded by that rancid rhetoric of, oh, how dare they do this, or why don't they take whatever they want, or, oh, these people, they're taking the mickey, which, again, you can tell because I keep returning to it. I can't begin to understand the mindset that would put that in.
You didn't, frankly, have the balls to put country before party.